Hello there, I am Jermaine Shantae, and this is my Back to the Basics Natural Hair series, where I create a step-by-step to help guide you and assist you with your natural hair journey. This is part 2 of the retaining moisture video. If you have not seen the part 1, definitely check that out. I will leave a link to that video down below in the description box. Today I will be giving you a step-by-step guide on how to properly moisturize your hair based on your hair porosity that we discussed in the previous video. I personally have high porosity hair, but I wanted to make this video suitable for both low and high porosity hair. So I will start off by doing the first part of the video will be tips for how to properly moisturize low porosity hair, but then I will follow up with a visual on how to properly moisturize high porosity hair, as I can do that because I have high porosity hair. So let's get into this video. So before we start off, here are some products that you may need: a spray bottle of water, a leave-in conditioner, the oil of your choice. Mine is olive oil. You see this a lot on my channel. And then a butter or cream. I typically use shea butter on my hair. There are 2 methods in moisturizing your hair. You have the lock method, which is the LOC method, or you have the LCO method. And in case you don't know what each letter means, I will have that on the screen right now. I always recommend moisturizing your hair on damp hair. So since you have low porosity hair, this part of the video is low porosity. Your hair cuticles are very close. So in order to get moisture in, you would need to open up those cuticles. So here are some ways on how you can open up your cuticles. First way you can open up your cuticles, you can pour some hot water, some nice hot water into your handy dandy spray bottle, and then you're gonna go ahead and just spritz that all on your hair. Also, make sure you section off your hair as well. The heat from the water is going to help loosen up the cuticles so you can easily get moisture into the hair. Another way you can open up your cuticles, the second tip, is you can just buy a Cure-Do. A Cure-Do is like a hair steamer, or you can actually find any other hair steamer, but I know for a fact that Cure-Do is like handheld and it's easier to work with, other than getting like a hooded steamer, which is probably more expensive. But this is the more pricier way of opening up your cuticles, other than using the spray bottle, as that is the inexpensive way of opening up your cuticles. So the third way, if you have a hooded blow dryer, go ahead and spritz your hair with water. Make sure that I already have your hair sectioned off, as this will make it easier with manipulating through your hair when it's time to add in your moisture and all your products. So you're gonna spritz your hair with water, take a plastic cap and put it over your head. Then go underneath the hooded dryer for about 10 to 15 minutes, as the heat from the dryer will help open up your cuticles. Now that your cuticles are open, it's time to get that moisture in. So now the way that you're going to layer your product is based on the method that you choose. Whether you choose the LOC method or the LCO method. If you feel like you do the LOC method and if you feel like it's too much for your hair or it's not doing enough, try the LCO method. This is a try and error. You want to keep trying different methods to figure out how to properly soothe your hair and moisturize your hair. So if one not working, then try the other. If neither is working, try taking out the steps such as the oil or the cream or the butter. So then you're just left with the LO or the LC. So you have the leave-in conditioner and the oil, or you have the leave-in and the cream or butter, whatever one you chose. So you're just gonna go ahead and try using the leave-in and the oil to moisturize your hair. If you feel like that doesn't work, then try the leave-in or the cream or butter for your hair. And if that works, then you found out what works for you. So remember, this is a trial and error process. You have to figure out what really works for your hair. So if you need to take out a step, go ahead and take out a step. So just keep trying things until you figure out what works for you. First, I would say try out, if you have a product that you're currently using, try all the different methods first until you find out which one works for you. If none of those methods work, then it may be something with one of the products that you are using. So that's when you want to go out and buy a different product that you test out. But make sure you try all the methods first to save you some coins before purchasing another product. You don't want to become a product junkie. Another thing that I want to throw in there is oils that you may want to use for your low porosity hair. You want to use oils that are very light. You don't want to use coconut oil, as this may be more drying out to your hair. So you want to use oils such as argan oil, jojoba oil, avocado oil, just a nice light oil that can help get into your hair and not be too heavy on your hair and weighing it down. So now it's time for the high porosity portion of this video, which is where I stand. Again, I always recommend working on your hair on damp hair, so make sure you spritz your hair with some water before working on your hair, as this will help avoid any unnecessary breakage that may be caused if you were to just work on dry hair. So with high porosity hair, our cuticles are already open. So the thing is, it's easy for moisture to get in. We have no problem with moisture getting in. But the tricky thing is that it's just as easy for moisture to get out of our hair. So we need to figure out how we can keep that moisture in. But the good thing with the LOC method and the LCO method, our hair is very acceptable for both methods. So we just need to figure out which one is the best for our specific hair. Because although that we have high porosity hair, and that high porosity is suitable for both the LOC and the LCO, depending on your hair, it might not like the LOC method, it might like the LCO method better, or the vice versa. So you want to try both methods so you can figure out what is best suitable for your hair. If you end up trying both methods and you realize both of them is suitable for your hair, like you have no issues with either of them because they both will moisturize your hair and keep in moisture just as much as you need it to keep in, then I would suggest and reconsider just sticking with the LOC method. The reason being, as the oil after the leave-in will do a good job with protecting the hair strand, the inside of the hair from becoming hyper fatigue. And I will leave a nice description on what hyper fatigue is in case you don't understand what that word is. So now I'm going to show you guys how I personally moisturize my high porosity hair and show you the products that I use, as I already kind of showed you guys a little glimpse of it, but I'm going to give you guys a close-up and in-depth of what I currently use. If you found this video somewhat helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. Go right ahead, or comment below and give me some feedback on how you enjoyed this video, or what tips were helpful for you. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you all in the next video.